So, there's this theory floating around on the internet that some of you may have heard of. It's about the strange crater in the center of the Paldea region here on this map that you're looking at right now. This theory explains that over 3,000 years ago, in the story of Pokémon X and Y, AC created this crater by firing the ultimate weapon from the Kalos region to the heart of the Paldea region during the Pokémon War, which had occurred around that time. Potentially, because of this theory, we might travel back to the Kalos region in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, whether it's already in the games or being worked on for the DLCs. I originally heard this theory from a fellow creator named Birdkeeper Toby, who did a great video on this theory, so check him out if you want to. So, 3,000 years before the events of Pokemon X and Y, there was a war between two countries, Kalos and potentially Paldea. During the conflict, people used Pokemons as just weapons of war, especially those with unique power. AZ had a Pokemon, Violet, but she was forcefully taken away from him by the soldiers during the war, so she was just cannon fodder during the war. After that, he built the ultimate weapon to resurrect her. He used it, however, to end the war by destroying both sides. He probably aimed it directly at Paldea, where you see this crater at the heart of this region. The laser beam out from the machine AC built may have hit directly at Paldea. Of course, this made Violet upset, seeing what happened after he brought her back to life. We all know the story in Pokemon X and Y. I just recently completed the National Dex for X2, so it was seriously a chore to do for it. Now anyways. Now the story behind the Great Pokemon War is still very vague. We only hear mostly about AC's story, his Violet and the ultimate weapon, and that's it. We still don't know what the war was all about, why it started, and even what country / region Kalos is fighting against, even though we just talked about it. But I believe thanks to the already foreseen signs of Scarlet and Violet's region being based on Spain, and now over a week ago it was now revealed to be Iberian Peninsula, a divided territory between Spain and Portugal. Now we know possibly Kalos fought against Paldea during the Great Pokemon War, over 3,000 years ago. In real life, Iberian Peninsula is literally west-south of France, which we all know is Kalos is based on. Considering what conflict the Pokemon War was based on in real life, it could be either the 30 Years' War or possibly the 100 Years' War, because the location of this war included France and the Iberian Peninsula. Although the war is mainly a conflict between the kingdoms of France and England. It possibly couldn't be based on a war in the Middle Ages because it was literally 3 millenniums ago. Also, if you look at the top right corner of this map of Paldea, we could see some clouds blocking the view of this area for some reason. If this isn't being connected to Kalos, then what region we could be going next? Or will just be wasted potential? We're connected to Kalos, so if we could get past these clouds and mountains, we might be able to travel to that region instead. Another thing to notice is there's a bridge right there. It's possible that something could potentially be edited out, so that it opens the door for potential DLC or DLCs for that matter. So knowing Game Freak, there's a chance we might not travel to Kalos, or at least explore it fully. They might just mention Kalos and that's it, and that would be just dumb if they did that. It still would be cool to travel to Kalos if possible, because in Gold and Silver and their remakes, we traveled back to the Kanto region and fought the champion there, Red. In real life, Kanto is connected to Kansai, a region that Johto is based on. We might even go back to Gaur, even though we have just been there in Sword and Shield. But Gold and Silver did the same thing, since Kanto was just a generation ago. I think personally, having more than just one region fully completed regions would be awesome. It's really an awesome idea, and knowing Game Freak, who only has 169 employees, they really need a lot more employees to finally have their games expanded, and one more time spent on two, like 4 or 5 years instead of just 3 years. I think this theory makes a whole lot of sense, and it really adds more to the Pokemon lore too, which is gonna be really awesome. What do you guys think of this theory? Do you want Kalos or another region to travel back into in Scarlet and Violet? Let me know what you think of this theory, and I really hope this is true. It's really my first time discussing this theory, so I'm sorry for a lot of the filler in this video. I just wanted to explain certain details and whatnot. You might even get a leak and say, nope, your theory sucks or whatever. Which is, well, it's not gonna be cool. So yes, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Mudkip, and I'll see you in the next video. So have a nice day, MudkipWithShades.